hated it. I hated it.
Really?
Oh. Yes. First of all, it's a shot at Tod Bowles.
Yes.
Right? Who should be saying something?
Byron Leftwich.
It's a shot at Bowles because who should be saying something? Tod Bowles. All right, that's number one. Secondly, you're the senior football consultant. That's his title. How many other consultants are out there talking about their team?
And on the sideline coaching.
Thank you. Right. I shouldn't hear anything from Bruce Arians. All right, leave it alone. Thirdly, Brady, I think the criticism of Brady was that he wasn't all in. If you really want to bring a criticism, say, he really wasn't all there. You saw what happened in training camp. You saw him going to the weddings. That was the issue. Now he's all in. I don't think he was playing bad. He wasn't playing great, but he wasn't playing bad. He didn't mention Brady has the most drop passes of any quarterback in the league. 21.
Now you're putting it on the receivers.
Well, they dropped 21 of them. That's a lot. All right, more than any other quarterback. And the running game was dead last, as you know. Now it's above, it's 31st. Right. Yeah, so those are, I don't think Brady was like horrible. He wasn't typical Tom Brady, but I think it was wrong. I hated it.
I'm with you. I think it was wrong, and there's two reasons why I think it was wrong. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Coach Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy told our team once, do not create questions for your teammates. Right? So don't come up in the media and answer something or say something crazy. And now Greg Jennings has to answer questions about what James Jones said. And now Aaron Rodgers or Jordy Nelson, right? So what he has done, now Tod Bowles is going to have to sit up there and answer questions. Leftwich is going to have to sit up there and answer questions. Brady, the offensive line and all that, right? And this is a guy coming out of your building, right? Well, we all know Tom wasn't playing well, right? And I'm sure that was addressed, and as he watched film, it was addressed in the building, right? So you cannot come out and say that. Josh Allen's head coach ain't come out saying he's playing terrible. Aaron Rodgers' coach ain't came out and said he's playing terrible, right? You keep that stuff inside the building, right? Let us say Tom Brady ain't playing well. I did not like that about it. And for me, like you said, you put Tod Bowles in a bad situation. You're already on the sideline trying to coach, and you're not a coach no more. This is Tod Bowles' team. So, let him address that type stuff. We don't need you addressing that type stuff.
So I think I'm going to somewhat make it 3 for 3 here in this regard. First, I want to say this. I really like Bruce Arians. I like what he's represented. I like the fact that it was important to him that Tod Bowles get this opportunity, that Byron Leftwich, has gotten opportunities. I think Bruce Arians is a good guy. I also think Bruce Arians pretty clearly was not ready to be done being a coach.
Yeah. Right.
And is struggling a bit dealing with it. And to me, there is an element of, in a previous era, the outgoing president wouldn't criticize the incoming president once the new guy became president. Yeah. You know what I mean? They stayed quiet during that first 4 years, and then they reserved it. It was kind of the way things were done. I kind of feel the same way about anything to do negative about the Bucs. We shouldn't hear it from Bruce Arians this year, because even if he's trying to, in a roundabout way, support his coaches, Leftwich and Bowles, and criticize Brady, who he's always taken some shots at, even when he was the head coach. It feels like it's in poor form. So if we all, and it's a weird dynamic. The whole thing's been a weird dynamic about when he stepped down. Was he forced out? Him being still part of the team. Sure. But then there's the actual merits of it, right? Was Tom Brady playing poorly? Yes. Is Tom Brady playing poorly?
Yes.
And what does it mean for the Bucs? So here would be my advice, Wilds. I think Tom Brady needs to add a little bit more, this will surprise you, Brew, Josh Allen to his game. And by that I mean take some more chances. I think Brady went into yesterday's game, or Sunday's game, with 1 interception on the season. And it happened in week 1. They said it on the broadcast. They were like, he was 3 passes away from the all-time record. You know what? The offense isn't good enough or explosive enough, and that game notwithstanding, the running game clearly not consistent enough for you to only take what the defense is giving you. A few weeks ago, Romo had the stat that they were 5 of 50 on 3rd and long, that they were I think that for the Bucs to be as good as they can be, Brady's going to have some balls picked, because he's going to have to throw into some tight windows. And by the way, he's also, and this is tough for a 45-year-old, probably going to have to get hit a little bit more. His sack numbers and his interception numbers are so low.
I was with you in the first part.
If the run, and I don't know that the run game can do what they did against Seattle, but that solves a lot of those problems, Nick. If the run game can be consistent and get you 90 yards a game.
What solves a lot of those problems, like we're talking Tom Brady playing bad, which he was, but who was he out there with? This is the first time. For real, consistently, Julio Jones, Mike Evans, Godwin's on the field at the same time.
Mike Evans got himself thrown out of the game.
He's been thrown. You bringing in Cole Beasley off the streets and other guys that Tom Brady wasn't in the huddle with Tom Brady at training camp. You're going through those ups and downs.
Well, a lot of them weren't in the huddle with Tom Brady at training camp. Training camp wasn't in the Bahamas. However,
you seem to like the Arians.
Well, I liked it for a few reasons. One, I feel like Bruce Arians was actually trying to stick up with Byron Leftwich and was responding to the narrative of like changes might need to be made. And I was like, well, what happened? This guy was like scheduled to be a head coach. He was like, a front runner for an open position, and all of a sudden changes are going to be made because Tom Brady can't hit open guys or because Cole Beasley's out there. Here's Brady's numbers through week 10. They weren't great. He was 12-2. But the previous year, 27-7.
That's a nice ratio.
But I think there's something
to
to Nick's point about taking chances, because sometimes on those third and longs, they're not even trying.
They're not even trying.
That's my point. Like, let's just get 5 more yards.
That was actually a fair criticism, sorry, James, of Aaron at times. That Aaron is that
the ball.
Right, that he was so protective of the ball that they were leaving some plays out there on the field. Now, his play was at such a high level that nobody really cared about it. But if you were struggling offensively, scoring points-wise the way the Bucs have been, and moving the ball and picking up third downs, you got to shake something up. And when I say take more hits, what I really mean is this. Brady has done a great job in his tenure in Tampa of getting rid of the ball quickly to make sure he's healthy for the end of the year where it really matters. Tampa's in a position now where it really matters right now, where you've got to activate some of that playoff mode, because he'd go into the playoffs and he'd get hit. He wouldn't care. He'd stay in the pocket and hit the guy. They don't have a lot of games to play with. So I just think he needs to take a few more chances in the air and maybe take a few more hits.
No more hits. The Patriots next year. He's going to come back.
Go play
Our offensive line is a little bit.
You sold out the baby goat.
No, it's the baby go and the go. They're working tangent.
You're right. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.